from the Heartland Business and Event Center. We're
nestling now. Gee whiz. Isn't that what old people do?
In vibrant downtown Jesup, Iowa. Welcome to the cradle of the Bohemian resistance. We are the underground, the voice of rebellion and wit, alongside producer Blake Tempus and co-host Dale Rueber, who's back from assignment. On the Marquis of Chatham, Jim Gillespie. This is the news for February 9th, 2026. Our sponsors include Dirt's Repair, located in Jesup, Iowa. Contact Derek Marty for your car repair needs. Also, check out the podcast, What's Up, with our friend Bubba Seaman. On the podcast, they talk about everything with everyone. Nothing is off the table, discussing real life with real people, the good and the bad, the highs and the lows, and everything funny and in between. It's an interesting yet entertaining podcast with real people. Unlike this, we are fake people. I'm talking about what is up.
We are figments of our own imagination.
That's right. Tonight we have on Olivia Frush from the Green Rose Cafe and the Farmers Market. We will have her on in just a little while. First thing we want to talk about, though, we've got to hammer out Mason's number 19 to number 10.
Okay.
Mason's excited we got his age correctly. He's up to 25 now.
All right.
Told him he's on top of the hill going down.
That's for sure.
But number 19, the Hollies. Yesterday was the day the music died. Did you realize that?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah,
there's been a lot of talk about things they want to do in Mason City, and yep.
The Hollies, long cool woman in a black dress. I didn't realize the Hollies did that.
I guess, I know the song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 18, Toby Keith, a little less talk, a lot more action. Number 17, Toby Keith, I Love This Bar. You know that one?
No, I don't know any Toby Keith.
I Love This Bar. That's a good one. Number 16, the long-haired Beatles, Twist and Shout. Mm-hmm. Number 15,
Ferris Bueller's Day Off. He's coming down on the float and lip-syncing that song. A neat moment.
Stevie Wonder's Superstition. Number 14, Motley Crue's Girls, Girls, Girls. Number 13, Foreigner, I'm Hot-Blooded.
Yep, check it and see.
Yep, number 12, Chicago, Hard to Say I'm Sorry. That one's not hitting.
Hard to say, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a horn-playing band. See, we don't mess with those. That's not what we call rock and roll.
Were they I think they were at Gallagher Blue Dawn last night, or Chicago, or
a tribute band?
Yeah,
okay. I guess I did not know that.
Yeah.
So.
Number 11, George Strait, Unwound. And number 10, Johnny Cash, Flesh and Blood. That one doesn't ring. I'm a big Johnny Cash fan.
Yeah, Flesh and Blood. I don't know that song.
That one doesn't come to me either. But that gets us into the final week of Mason Fox Top 10 Songs next week.
Ought to be some good ones.
Yeah. Yeah. So, Dale, what are you reading right now?
There's a man named Flynn, and he wrote about 20 in a series of thriller adventure about the CIA.
Yeah.
And of course, this guy, Mitch Rapp, he's their designated assassin, just like real life, you know.
Yeah.
And they're always, we were talking about this earlier, they're always about the politicians getting after the CIA. Well, they're always complaining in these books that how the politicians are crooked and hold them down and want them to take action against these terrorists, but they don't like the way they're doing it and this sort of thing. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So learn a little history. They're taking place so far 2000 to 2010 in that era. Saddam Hussein, that sort of thing.
Oh, okay.
They're after him,
right?
And his crony. So that's what I'm reading.
Like last year, I read a bunch of books about different manifestos, and this year I'm reading about the Bohemians.
Okay.
And so.
If you get those figured out, let me know.
I'm reading a history book about Bohemians called Bohemians the Outcasts. And Bohemians are traced back to 1845, actually. They started in Paris, and in, I believe, Frankfurt and London were the three main places. Eventually, they got into Greenwich Village, is it? But it all started in Paris, Frankfurt, and London.
Okay.
So
Maynard C. Krebs, that name ring a bell?
it does. I can't remember why.
Well, he was the beatnik on the Dobie Gillis show. The guy that played Gilligan.
Yeah.
That was his first big role. That's the first I ever knew that there was such a thing as beatniks and coffee shops and this kind of thing. You know? And see, they had those coffee shops way before Starbucks.
They did.
And people go in and drink coffee and listen to poetry and bongo drums, music and that kind of stuff. And so that's the first this little island boy ever heard of anything kind of like that.
A lot of those places had salons, free music. People would sing, give poetry.
Sure. Yeah. And it was kind of like
free
open mic
entertainment.
night at a comedy club. They would just bring their stuff, and if they wanted to perform, they read their poems.
Yeah.
They would click their fingers instead of applaud.
There you go. This is the Steve Brown Arts Center Podcast Network. We'll be right back. This is the Steve Brown Arts Center Podcast Network. Our guest tonight is from the Green Roast Cafe.
All right.
I say that 3 times.
Green Roast. Okay.
Green Roast Cafe.
Cafe. Green Roast Cafe.
Okay.
Green Roast Cafe. Green Roast Cafe.
Yes.
Yes.
Is Olivia Frush. Welcome, Olivia.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes. So Olivia, how long have you been open now?
We have been open for about 2 months.
Okay. And what made you want to open a coffee shop?
So I have always wanted to open a coffee shop. I actually traveled as a traveling nurse, and we went around to different coffee. Well, that's how I started drinking coffee, is overnight shifts. And then when we traveled, it was just fun to go to different coffee shops and just started really enjoying seeing different places. And then I said to Cindy at the farmer's market, I really want to open a coffee shop, but I'm just scared. I'm scared.
Who is Cindy?
Cindy is my co-partner.
What's her name?
Cindy Pint.
Okay.
She, owns the Green Roast Cafe with me. And I said to her at the farmer's market, I want to do this, but I'm scared. And she goes, well, I want to own a refill store. And why are we scared? Let's just jump. Let's do it. And the rest is history, I guess. Like, we own a coffee refill store together. We collaborated together, her and I.
And was it hard to get started? I tell you what, are there programs that help small businesses like raise capital or get going or advice on what you need to do or anything like that? Or did you just wing it on your own?
Actually, we kind of got set up with Fat Cup Coffee, and he is our roaster.
What's his name?
Fat Cup Coffee. Ryan Pierce at Fat Cup Coffee.
Where's that at?
He is off of Fletcher Ave.
In Waterloo.
In Waterloo.
Fat Cup.
Fat Cup Coffee.
Oh, fast. Oh, okay. I thought I said Fat Cup. Okay. Fast Cup Coffee.
No, fat.
F-A-T.
Like
fat?
me, fat cup.
Oh, you're
coffee.
not. Fat Cup Coffee.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. He is wonderful. He has helped every step of the way. And when we went to just kind of a sit down with him, and I'm like, I don't know about this, and I don't know if I can do this. I have a full-time nursing job. I have my my bachelor's. I don't know. And he's like, you're not gonna know until you do it. Is this what you want? And Cindy and I looked at each other and we're like, yeah. So he said, this, and this. And Barnwood Brew in Evansdale, they have also been a wonderful help and have helped us through the way. And we're not sister companies, but we call each other sister companies because they also have Ryan as their roaster.
Okay.
And they have been very supportive. Like, come stay with us for a day and watch what we do. So we did, and we learned from them and just slowly have learned as we went.
Okay, and so you have coffee. You get the coffee beans. You work from the beans on down. Is that how you do it there?
Yes.
Okay.
Our Green Roast Cafe.
Yeah.
So you grind the beans yourself there and everything.
Yes. He gives us espresso beans, and then when you come in and order a coffee, like a latte, we grind those espresso beans, so it's fresh in your latte. That day.
Okay. So if you were to go into a coffee shop, what would you order? What would your order be?
I like to try different things. I have noticed that I've become a little bit of a coffee snob because Ryan's beans are the best. He is very, very talented. He also air roasts, so it's just the taste is so much more round and I don't know how to explain it, like just so much better.
So there's an art to it. There's different ways of doing it, and some ways are better than others.
Yes.
And do you know where he has a variety of coffee beans? Are they all from one country or?
He does get a variety. I wish I would have prepared on that because I don't know 100% on. He gets them from Brazil, Colombia, Guatemala, Mexico. He imports from a variety of different places.
And with I know the tariffs, they were on, off.
Yeah.
Is that a problem with coffee beans now still, or?
It is.
Okay.
They have gone up. But he does a very nice job at trying to keep as much prices down as possible. He knows that we are not his only supplier. So he is like, I want people to drink the good coffee and taste the good stuff. So he's like, we're gonna work with you as much as possible.
So do you buy like the 50-pound bags of coffee?
He does. He does. We get buckets. I think it's a 5-gallon bucket of espresso beans from him. And they are fresh. Like we just got beans from him on yesterday, and he just roasted them on Monday. So they're very fresh.
So they ship them here green, raw. What's the right term? Okay.
Right out of the coffee field.
Yeah, and then he roasts them when they're not roasted though, and then saying okay.
Yeah.
And then they ground up and they run the hot water over it and
Yeah, and that big fancy machine.
Oh, okay. Was there anything? I know there was a bakery in that spot before. Was anything left that you could use, or was that all the other person's stuff?
Yes, it was all hers.
Okay.
It was completely empty when we went in there.
Okay.
Completely empty.
So that's quite a list then you had to make of what do we need here to make this thing operational, I would think.
Yes.
So what are some things you had put in there, Olivia?
So to start a coffee shop, you have to have a grinder. That was a number one thing. Our espresso machine. We have a Nova Simonelli. It is very nice. A Nova Simonelli.
So that must be out of Italy? It sounds like Italian. When you say Italian, take a guess.
Yeah. Know, but.
Okay.
Yeah. Ryan from Fat Cup set us up with a wonderful distributor out of Cedar Rapids, and he is awesome. He comes and he set us up, spent the whole day with us, showed us how to run the machine, the grinder. We have a puck press. It's a automatic tamper, so we don't have to manually tamp. So that is wonderful. So those are the three main things to do just lattes. But we wanted bakery items. So we bought an oven. We bought a refrigerator table, like a refrigerated setup. And of course, you have to have the refrigerator for all of your milk and all that stuff. A lot of equipment.
Well, you needed tables and chairs and spoons. And did you buy all that stuff? Did you use any out of your own kitchen? Or?
We did to start. And we have slowly bought. So like the mixer that we use to make all of our bakery stuff, which all of our bakery stuff is homemade or like in-house made. We bake everything. We do, sometimes we get our cinnamon rolls and our pecan rolls from the Farmer's Kitchen in Fairbank.
Okay. Those are good.
Yes. Yeah. So every Thursday we pick those up from her. So the majority of the time on Friday and Saturday, if you come to have a cinnamon roll and a pecan roll, those are from the Farmer's Kitchen. So we had to use my mixer from home, but we have since got our own for the shop.
Okay.
So
because you think about all the little things that a person needs. I used to set up a kitchen at home. If you had to start scratch and buy everything that's in all those cupboards and drawers, it's a lot.
It adds up. Quick.
Okay. So the big machine was at the big expensive part of it was at the the coffee bean grinder machine or
It was the espresso
the
machine.
espresso machine? Okay.
Yes.
That's
that
the
was-
Italian thing.
Yes.
So did you bring that from Italy? Or?
I don't know if they brought that from Italy.
Tell us that company again.
The Nova Simonelli.
No, it is.
Novus Manelli.
Nova Simonelli.
Oh, Nova
Simonelli.
Simonelli.
It's a fun word.
Nova
Nova
Simonelli.
Simonelli. Okay.
There you go. All right. So I know that you do coffee and coffee drinks and food, but you sell other things in there too.
We do. We sell a lot. So the first main thing that I would like to tell you is that we sell local honey. The best, of course. We have actual 2 suppliers, Scott Shares. A lot of people know him as Scooby. And Eric and Jessica Geiskemper. They are both local to Jesup, and they both have local bees. So super awesome. They're both
I know the Geiskemper. He's a nice man.
yes, great people. And it's so cool to be able to use local stuff.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
So not only do we use it in our baking, but we use it in like our coffee drinks. So this month we have a special that uses honey, and that's in our drinks.
So honey, what else?
Yes, we do tea. So we sell tea from the tea cellar. So as you know, the cafe part closed. She is still supplying local shops, and we are one of them. We're so lucky to have her tea because it's the best.
Like a tin of loose leaf tea? Or okay.
It is. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have that to sell. Soon we will have retail for Fat Cup coffee. We don't have that just yet. But then on the refill side, for our shop, we sell a variety of different things. Hand soap, laundry detergent, rinse aid, floor cleaner, dishwasher gel, storage bags for like reusable storage bags, cloth napkins, bamboo brushes, and then cleaning cloths. They are like super awesome, less chemical. You just put water on them and they work. They're magic. And then we have a lot of new products coming soon that we're super excited about. Soaps and shampoo bars. It's be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So would you sell a little cup of the beans that you get, or?
That's our goal, because he has little retail beans.
Yeah. Because we have a coffee machine, but it's got a grinder. We never used it.
Really?
So I thought we should buy some of these. They're so good. And
good.
we could come down to your place and skip the middleman there.
Skip the middleman. Come on down.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. So talk about customers here. Have you had a lot of customers the first couple of months?
Oh my gosh.
Are you happy with your?
So when we started and got the advice from Fat Cup and Barnwood Brew, both of them said, you won't regret this. It is so much fun. And if this is truly what you want, you will love it. They're not wrong.
Yeah.
I miss nursing. I still am PRN at Buchanan County Health Center. I still work there. But all in all, Cindy and I are both very glad that we did this and are so happy to have the ability to have done this. Because as you know, I like to talk. So
It runs in your family.
it runs in my family. I love seeing people and talking and having the communication with people when they come into the shop. And Cindy said one day, she's like, our jobs are now like the happy job. People come in here to get their happy juice, right? Yeah. Like, this is fun. Yeah. I'm like, 100%. This is what we're doing. It's just to make your day better.
Okay. And what are your hours?
We are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 6:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. Okay. We are closed on Thursday, Friday, 6:30 to 2 p.m., and then Saturday, 8 to 1.
Okay. And are you going to start selling sandwiches? You said you're going to stay open a little longer, maybe, or just?
Till 2.
Till 2,
we're
I guess that's plenty of time for lunch. Yeah, okay.
Yes. So we do have our new breakfast sandwich out. So we do, that is a homemade English muffin, sausage from Fairway, of course, the best, American cheese, an egg, and I said sausage, egg, cheese, and homemade English muffin.
That's all you can get, yeah.
That's it. Or ham. Then we do have a ham. So we just started those. So that's newly out. And then once we kind of get this under our belt, we're going to go a little slow.
Sure. Yeah.
And then we're going to do paninis. It's just
what are those?
They're just a sandwich, like toasted.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a glorified toasted sandwich. But just going to have fun.
A panini. Remember that? Yeah.
A panini.
Remember that. We'll get a couple of those.
Yes.
Yeah.
And soup. We're looking forward to doing that. Having fun soups.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that sounds really neat. So you're not drawing any blood at all anymore?
I do.
Oh, good.
I do.
Gosh, you're very good at that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you hardly know you've been there. Those guys there had to, move the needle around
Rush
4 or
around
5
in
times.
there.
Or, I almost got it that time. We'll try it again. Yeah,
No, we don't like that.
So is there anything on your list there? And you're obviously a very organized woman here. You brought in a list.
Oh, I don't know about that.
You brought a list of things, Olivia. What didn't we ask you here about the coffee shop?
Best thing I think this month is, I don't know if you know about the new wonderful ladies that have reopened wonderful Pat McIntosh's shop to the Farmer's Wife back in Bloom. Oh my gosh, those ladies are phenomenal. And we're doing a collaboration with them this Valentine's. We are offering 2 different sizes of flower bouquets with a 24-ounce coffee. And you can add a bakery item on if you want. Got to check those out.
Okay, that is so. When do people have to order that by?
That is by the last day to order is February 10th, and you have to go to their website to order for that. You just pick up in our shop.
Okay. And what is their store called now?
The Farmer's Wife back in Bloom.
Oh, it's just still the Farmer's Wife, though. You can still,
Yes.
Okay, you can still find it that way.
Yes.
I'm sure for LLC reasons they had to add back in Bloom.
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
So then we also, you're tied with the Steve Brown Arts Center that day as well, or that weekend.
Yes.
Tim Kimmer is playing and singing a little bit on Saturday the 14th from 10 to 12. We're going to put him in a corner.
We're super excited. No, we're putting him right in the front door. When you walk in, he is going to be right there.
Right there, playing right in your face.
I don't know about if Tim will like it, but that's what's going to happen. I think it'll be great.
Oh, you're going to put him up front, huh?
Yes.
In the front room, huh?
Yep.
And what time will he be there?
10 a.m. till noon.
10 to noon, okay.
It'll be a busy day on the 14th. Come check it out.
Yeah, we're excited. Well, we'll bring you back here in the next segment, and we'll talk about the farmers market that's coming. We're into February now,
so plant potatoes pretty soon. Good Friday or whatever.
It is.
And dig out through the snow, and
it comes early this year.
Yeah, it really does. So.
Yeah, this Steve Brown Arts Center podcast network. We're with Olivia Frush. I didn't call you Olivia Hammer, and we'll be right back. This Steve Brown Arts Center podcast network. We're with Olivia Frush, and she talked about the Green Bean Cafe.
Green roast.
Green roast. I call it I messed it up, Dale. I made fun of you in the first segment.
Did I say it wrong?
No, you said it right.
Oh, okay.
A green roast cafe. But
I wondered about that because the green, you would think after it's roasted, it wouldn't be green anymore.
No, it wouldn't.
But
nope.
So what's with that?
The green roast?
Yeah.
So actually, my husband, we were trying to pull names together how to, what would encompass all of what we wanted. So green, because we want to be as eco-friendly as possible. The less waste, the better. Less chemicals.
Yeah.
We don't want all of the harmful stuff. So green for that. Roast for our coffee.
Sure.
We are a coffee shop.
Yeah.
But we are still a cafe, and we want to offer food.
Sure, yeah. See, I don't think about it. Green, to me, green is just a color or inexpensive. I don't put that green as environmental or whatever.
Yes.
It doesn't come to me right away. So
Okay.
On the Green Roast Cafe. But we're talking about, we are talking about green here now.
Green. What's green?
The farmer's market.
Oh, okay. It has to be green for that to happen, doesn't it? All right.
Does. You ran the farmer. You and who else ran the farmer's market last summer?
Me.
You
it was
ran.
me.
How did you get that job?
Izzy was a CAP student, one of the Jesup CAP students, and she started it. It was her CAPS project.
Okay.
But she was going to college and didn't want to continue that on in the summer. So she reached out. I don't exactly remember how I got involved, but somehow I did.
There's a lot of jobs happen that way. So.
Yes. I just am again, along with the coffee shop, I am very passionate about farmers markets. That's another one of the fun things that I did on my travel assignments is all the farmers markets to go around and see all of them. I love doing that. So I am very passionate about that and wanted to keep that going. We didn't have that in Jesup. So I'm like, ooh, I'm going to run with this. Izzy had a great idea. Let's do it. Keep it going. So last year was a little bumpy. It wasn't the best. But this year we're going to come back and it's going to be really strong. We're going to have a great market this year. We are starting on June 6th. That is going to be our first market date. Our market hours are 9 a.m. to noon. The new thing, we are changing this year. Instead of in the pavilion, we're not going to be there this year. We're going to be up in the parking lot of Performance Rehab next to the Green Roast Cafe and So Craftsies, right in between us both. I'm really hoping that catches the eye of a lot more people, and I hope that a lot more vendors will be interested in coming and being a part of it. So if you want to be a vendor, the sign up hasn't gone out yet, but it will soon. So there's a Facebook page, Jesup, Iowa Farmers Market, to sign up for that.
Okay.
Well, the growing season starts so late in Iowa. It's probably good that you start June 6th. One of your most successful days was the nighttime farmers market last year, I thought, Olivia.
Yeah. It was really good. It was actually really fun.
Yeah.
I had a really fun time putting it on. I did get a little nervous that it wasn't going to be exactly what I wanted, but it came together and it was awesome.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Yeah. It's always tough when you do an event, and we know that from all you can do is you do the best you can to get it out there and then hope people come, but you never know.
Yes.
And
usually it's a success to somebody. Somebody comes that didn't have somewhere to go, that maybe wanted to be around people, and you provide that opportunity.
So it really will be more visible.
Yeah,
there
way more visible.
than tucked back in the corner kind of there.
That's what we're hoping, to get more traffic.
Yeah.
You're right in between two awesome businesses. And so I'm like, so awesome to be out there in the open.
Funny how that happens, isn't it?
Yeah. But because the night market last year was so successful, I am adding 3 more.
Oh.
3 more night markets.
So we're going to have 4 total night markets.
Okay.
I hope they're all as successful as last year.
So you're going to put them periodically through the summer.
Yes.
Spread them out, and then you won't do it in the morning. You'll do them at night instead. Okay.
Yeah.
So, who are some of your main people that showed up week after week for you last year?
Oh, that awesome Jessica Geiskemper. She is my main vendor. Oftentimes it was just her and I, and we held the market together. And so her and I are going to push forward this year and really try and hold true. Jessica Hovland with the Twisted Cove, she also was there frequent. We did Bennett. I don't remember oh my goodness, I don't remember his last name, but he is awesome in the beginning of the market. He has all the beginning plants.
Oh yeah.
That little man has a green thumb.
He does.
Yes.
Well, and there's also a guy that sells fishing supplies.
Mr. Connor. Yes, he does. He was also there with us very frequently.
Yeah.
I talked to him. He says, like the winter, he makes all that stuff for him. And,
he's very talented.
Yeah. So I have a couple. I've never used them, but I should try that next spring. So
Pam Brown. Pam Brown is another one that was there with us very frequently. She does sun catchers and a variety of different craft items. She's very awesome.
Is there any
also.
way to sign up people that have tomatoes and potatoes and that kind of, more of that? Or?
That is my goal. I really want more vegetable people.
It's hard early, though. In early June especially.
Yeah.
Well, and that's why we kind of pushed it back this year, because last year we started, I think it was May 24th last year, and we just didn't have the garden variety.
Yeah.
So it was great for like breads and honey and eggs. The vegetables weren't there, and a lot of people were coming and wanting vegetables. So that's where we were like, well, let's push it back a little bit and see if that will help kind of keep that.
Yeah, it all depends on the spring.
Yeah.
Lettuce and radishes and that sort of thing early in May, and sometimes you don't. So
That's right.
managed to find gardeners too. I don't know.
Bennett Turnus. Sorry.
And Tunis. Also, Mr. Miller came and sold like eggs
Breakfast
and
burritos.
breakfast burritos.
Yeah, that's my goal this year also, since we did sit down and plan out our days, to get a lot more trucks, food trucks, just a different variety of vendors there that are willing to sell their products. Everything does have to be homemade. We don't want all the other just buy and resell. We don't want that. We want it to be homemade and homegrown. That's the best of the farmer's market, right? Like,
Right.
You're gonna keep that coffee truck away, though.
oh no, I love Josh Fratsky. See, he was another one that a staple. I can't.
You
No.
can't do that. Okay.
Even being next to the Grain Rust Cafe, he's going to have to come back. I'm going to have to beg him now, though. No, he's awesome.
How can the community help you with that, Olivia, and make that more of a success?
One, come out and support. And not only is that for the farmers market, it's every local business. That can't stress that enough. To being now a small business owner, your support as a community means so much to the small businesses. They make their living because you come out and support, along with the farmers market. Like, we don't get the traffic. It really hurts. That's time out of my time as a out of my schedule as a vendor. I'm not going to want to continue to supply the products, or what is it worth if I'm not selling things? Like, that's what we're doing. So come out and support. It would be the biggest thing that I would pray and ask from the community.
Right.
And second, be a vendor. Come sell your fun homemade goodies.
Well, we got a minute here. Let's talk about your family. So you're married to Tyler, and what do you have for children?
How's that going? No.
Yeah. No, can we talk? Can we talk?
Under pressure.
So, and what do you guys have for children then?
We have 3 children.
They are? Do
Nora.
a shout out here.
Nora is 9, Ella is 6, and Leo is 3.
So when this comes out on Monday at 10 o'clock, when they come home from school or from preschool, you can play it for them and say, hey, listen, I said your name on this podcast.
My sweet babies.
That's right. You shout out. And plus you do a large garden.
Oh, gosh.
What are you doing? What do you put in your garden, Olivia?
Oh, I haven't even looked at my seeds. I have a pile of seeds sitting in my basement to get ready to start. The biggest thing that we do is tomatoes, butternut squash, and watermelon, and corn. I guess that is the whole end of our garden. I wish my husband were here to tell you. I didn't even think about how large our garden is. It's quite large. Yeah. We have a lot. And since we're talking about my family, my grandmother had a green thumb, and I got gardening from her. And I have a large flower garden on the other side of my actual veggie garden.
So did you work with her, with Nadine, in her garden that was on the back side of her house? I think I remember seeing her back there with little kids and stuff. And that probably was you. So
that was me.
Yeah.
That she said, get out here and pull these weeds with me.
Because I know you went there after school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yes. Yeah. Get out here. This is my stress relief. Get in this dirt with me.
Then you have goats too, don't you?
I have 9. I have 9 goats.
And
we are crazy.
Besides rustle those goats,
Yeah.
what else do you do with
We milk them. Is one thing I'm tossing around this with selling at our Green Roast Cafe is I make goat milk soap because I milk my goats.
My wife has that goat soap.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. So much smoother for your skin.
Is that right?
Yes.
Well, I need to use that.
Awesome. Yes. Yeah, we milk. So I don't have any goats in milk right now. But in the spring we will have babies, and then
But you have to milk them like twice a day, like you do cows, or just
Yeah.
one? Oh, still okay. Yeah.
So,
that keeps you home, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long does it take to milk one goat? You milk them by hand, or do you have a machine?
I cheat. I have a machine.
Oh, good for you. Good
Yeah.
for you.
The goats aren't real happy about it, but it works and it gets the job
I
done.
wouldn't be.
It gets the job done. It kind of varies. You do have to listen with are they starting to slow down? You have to fill their bag as you're milking them. Is the bag feel empty? You just kind of go off of all of that hearing and maybe 10 minutes. That might be pretty long, but yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to working with you, having Tim Kemmerer there on the Valentine's Day. I know he's going to sing a song. He never liked St. Valentine is in his repertoire.
Oh my.
Yeah, by Reckless Kelly. So he's going to sing that song, but he's got other songs that he'll also sing. But he's excited. So,
I'm excited. I think it'll be great.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank
Olivia.
you so much. And I want you to know, Jim and I love having kids on that we have in school, and seniors and adults, what you're doing. It's just wonderful. So we're so happy to see you.
Well, and I hope, I wonder oftentimes, like, would my grandmother be proud of everything that I've done?
I think
Because
she would, yeah.
I'm like, it would be cool because you forgot about my chickens. 34 chickens and 5 ducks. I wonder sometimes would she be like, you're crazy?
Yeah, well, she might, but she wouldn't say anything, right? So you're going to eat these chickens?
No, we just use them for their eggs.
Oh, okay.
Do ducks
When
lay?
they get old, though, don't you eat them?
They're not any good. They're tough. Yes, and our ducks do lay.
Yeah.
And we have duck eggs. And that was at the farmer's market.
Big eggs.
not too bad.
Duck eggs are wonderful.
That's another shout for the Green Roast Cafe. We do have farm fresh eggs available for sale. We don't run it through our register. It's just the cash for, because it is just Cindy and I. We cannot sell that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
All
yeah.
right. Well, thank you. Thank you,
Thank
Olivia.
you for having me.
Giant egg omelet made out of duck eggs.
Well, that would be good.
But I don't know that I've ever eaten a duck egg, so.
Ooh, they're good.
This is the Brown Arts Center Podcast Network. We'll be right back. This is the Brown Arts Center Podcast Network. We're back for the third half of our show.
The third half. Now, I saw at school on the 27th of February is the end of the trimester, see? So we could do I don't know. We can't do trimesters, but we could try something. But we'll work on that. Okay.
We don't do as much damage as if we say the
It's
third,
the third half. Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
We got to do damage.
It makes us unique among all the other podcasts.
That's right. That's right. So, Dale, you were talking about the books, the series that you read. Again, who's the author of that
It's
series?
Flynn, Flynn, I believe. Daniel, I think.
Daniel Flynn.
I just happened upon, it's not anybody I've been reading, but then I just happened upon one of them and read it. And then, of course, there's 20 of them in the series or whatever. So I'm working my way through the series. And they're interesting books.
I'm reading right now. It's called The Prophet by Cahill Gibran.
Okay.
It was written in 1923. I've been reading the old book.
We had one of his poems read at our wedding.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. About marriage, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Yeah. Because he talks about multiple things. I'll talk.
Actually, I don't really remember, but I know we had one read. So.
You are romantic, though. You are.
Oh boy.
You're talking about Valentine's. You got a little romance in your reading.
Well, but the trouble with Valentine's Day is they got all these activities, and you don't know if you should take your sweetheart or you should take your wife. And so it makes it's hard on a man.
Easy. You might have to clip that out,
Yeah, I
Blake.
think so.
All right. Anyhow, I want to talk about The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. It reads like a pocket-sized gospel smuggled out of some desert cafe where mystics, wanderers, and barefoot poets gather at dusk to trade truths. It isn't a book so much as a traveling companion, one of these soft-spoken sages who sits beside you on a train and without trying rearranges your furniture. Mustafa, the wandering prophet, speaks on love. That might have been what you talked about at your wedding.
Yeah, I bet it was, yeah.
Yeah. He speaks on work, joy, sorrow, freedom, children, unfortunately, death. Those big unruly topics that never quite stay in their lanes. But Gibran doesn't preach, he drifts, he glides, he pours each idea like a cup of strong, sweet tea, letting the steam do half the talking. His language feels carved from the moonlight and olive wood, simple yet shimmering, ancient yet startlingly fresh. What makes the book so beloved is its bohemian soul. It celebrates the beautiful mess of being human, the way joy and grief share doorway, the way freedom requires surrender, the way love wounds and heals in the same breath. Gibran writes like someone who slept under the bridges, danced in courtyards, and listened to strangers long enough to know that everyone carries a secret ache and a hidden brilliance. Reading The Prophet is like stepping into a warm lantern glow after a long walk in the dark. It doesn't solve life, it doesn't try. It simply reminds you that you're part of a grand, trembling, luminous story, that your heart, wild as it is, belongs exactly where it beats. You get a chance, get The Prophet by Khalil Gibran. Dale, you got a few things for us
Oh, yeah, a
tonight.
couple things I was going to talk about. Have you ever heard of burping your house?
Burping your house. No, I haven't.
Okay, well, a lady was talking, an environmentalist and a safety expert, about in the wintertime, we have our tight-fitting windows and tight houses that every now and then, I think she did it once a week, she opened up some windows and let some fresh air into her house to get the stale air out. She's especially important if you had like family gatherings or a lot of people at your house. You get fresh air. You get the old air out and the fresh air in. My wife spent a year living in Germany, and she said they did that. And it was a matter of course. Every week, they would open the doors and windows and let the fresh air into the house and to kind of keep things healthy. And it was just a comment. And I had never heard of that.
No.
And so, anyway, I try to hold my door open every now and then and wait for some cold air. And so, that sort of thing. Okay, Groundhog's Day. Who's the most famous groundhog you know?
Troy Hall. His birthday is February 2nd.
Not that groundhog.
Okay.
No, usually Puxatawny Phil, right?
Okay, there
and
you
he's
go.
been going at it since 1887. But did you know there is a list you can find of the most accurate groundhog predictions for the last 20 years? You had to be in the business you had to be groundhogging the weather in February at least 20 years to get on the list, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Puxatawny Phil is 17th on the list with only a 35%
What a
success
loser.
rate. Yeah, terrible.
What a loser.
Yeah. There's a guy, a little groundhog called Staten Island Chuck in New York City. He's right 85% of the time.
Attaboy, Chuck.
He's number one. Okay.
Attaboy.
So, just like you got to go with the best, okay? So put Puxatawny Phil at the bottom of your list. And if you want a groundhog prediction, go to Staten Island Chuck. Okay.
I gotta wonder, Dale. Was that really Puxatawny Phil that was on Groundhog's Day driving the car with Bill Murray? Or was that an actress?
Well, I don't know for sure, but I would bet that it was not, because they guard that groundhog pretty good. They wouldn't let anybody like Bill Murray near their groundhog. So, okay. Last little thing here is there's a lady called Catherine O'Hara. She played the mom on Home Alone.
Yes.
Okay, and she died here recently.
I saw that.
A very nice lady from all accounts, an actress and a comedian too. I had not realized that. But when she was in her 50s, she found out that she is called situs inversus. And that means all of her organs were on the opposite side of where they're supposed to be.
Wow.
It says organs in chest and belly develop in a reversed position of normal anatomy. And that's 1 in 10,000 births have that, which I think is a high number, really.
Oh, it is.
But her organs were entirely switched. And she said she did not find out about this till she was in her 50s. And she'd had 2 children. So you would think in the process of having 2 children and all this stuff that somehow somebody would have figured that out. But I just thought that I had never heard of this. You hear of these things every now and then. Like the one girl a few years ago, her heart was on the outside of her body.
Yeah.
And so those things happen. But this is, the organs are completely switched. They have a name for it, and it's 1 in 10,000. So I thought, that's very interesting.
Those odds are astronomical.
Well, yeah, really. When you think about
and
it.
like you say, how do you know unless you have surgery?
Well, you would
I
think
mean,
if they were listening to your heart, they would realize that they had to go over here to listen to it. I don't know. But I just seem to remember in the process of my wife having babies that they, examine them pretty darn carefully.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Okay, I wanted to talk to you about the Imagination Library, and this is the one that Dolly Parton supports.
Right.
And what involves is when your child is born, you register them, and they get a book a month until they hit their 5th birthday. And it comes in the mail, and the kids get their books, and it's a book a month for 5 years till you hit your 5th birthday. And they have hit a milestone. Dolly Parton is now 80 years old, and so there's been a lot of talk about her. And this thing, she has done over 300 million books have been shipped to kids around the world so they can learn how to read. And there are 3 million kids currently receiving a book every month through this program. And she did this because she said her father was a smart man, but he never learned to read. And so she says, he did well, but he could have done so much more, she always felt, and he did too, if he had ever learn how to read. It says today 1 in 7 kids under the age of 5 in the United States get Imagination Library books, and nearly 3.2 million kids are enrolled worldwide right now. The premise of the Imagination Library is simple, but its impact is substantial. Kids who receive the book show stronger school readiness in early grade levels, get higher test scores, and have improved family reading habits, according to research done. Children also benefit when parents and caregivers read to and alongside them. That shared reading time creates emotional bonds while strengthening literacy skills and early childhood development. The act of sitting down with a paper book with your parents or your caregivers reading, there is just no substitute for that. And that's something I really believe. And so I don't know how many young families we have out there, but our public library here in Jesup is part of this program. And I talked to Becky Burke about what they've been doing. And they've been doing it about 7 years. And 121 kids have reached age 5 and graduated out. And they currently have 107 active kids getting a book, and this is once a month. And I first learned of this because I was in Michigan. I saw a book and it had this Imagination Library. So I asked my daughter, and she said, that she explained the whole Dolly Parton program to Deb and I. We had never heard of it.
And it's sent right to their house.
Right to your house. It just comes in the mail.
Okay.
Yeah, once, and every month you get a book. And so you figure, 12 times 5, that's a nice library you have set up.
It is.
And they talked about some college kids in this article that they weren't doing well. They were not feeling well. And they came home and they sat with their mother and read through some of these books again, because that was just something that was very comfortable to her. The Friends of the Library donate money because it costs.
Yeah.
It's cost, this program costs, but the Friends of the Library donate, and they get donations from other people too, which is most of the cost of this program for Jesup. But invaluable program. Invaluable.
That is.
Get your kids reading, and they talk about AI and all that sort of thing, but to me, if you get kids sitting on your lap with a book, a real paperback book or paper bound, it's such a great thing for kids to do. So
It is.
all right. So
Well, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. What do you got for school?
well, the wrestling kids have qualified for state. Did you know that?
I had heard that.
Yeah, they did too. Yeah, and tonight on Monday they're I love this. They're having this mini cheer clinic for the little kids. The cheerleaders work with them, and then I think they're going to do the varsity game later in the week. I'm not sure which one. The girls and boys are both playing in Denver on Tuesday, and the boys are playing at Waukon on Thursday, and then on Saturday the girls varsity regionals start. So that is coming up, and Monday the 16th the boys districts are coming, and everything I've seen now just says to let you know they don't know who they're playing determined. Or where it's at. So, but they're doing just really, really well. So,
to be determined.
So the wrestlers are doing very well. They had a nice segment about them on Channel 2 News the other night about how strong they were, and showed some of the kids wrestling. And so there's a young man and he's been coming to our church. And his name is Tyrone, but they call him King because I guess his father was Tyrone. His middle name is King, and so but his father is Tyrone also. So the kid goes by King, which I think that's pretty darn neat, especially for a kid that's a wrestler. And so kind of neat. So good luck to everybody.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. A few announcements for the Steve Brown Arts Center. Don't forget, we are showing Robert Bly and M's Coffee right now. Robert was a student of Steve Brown. We are showing Katie Belvins at the community room at the Jesup Public Library. Katie was a student of Steve Brown. Don't forget Tim Kemmer. As we mentioned earlier, Tim Kemmer will be playing at the Green Rose Cafe in association with the Farmer's Wife and Steve Brown Arts Center. Tim was on last week, and he guest hosted.
Well,
yes.
Well, good
So
for him.
you need to listen to this week's episode.
I guess I do.
Don't forget, we have our 24-hour Mustang camera in Independence, sponsored by Joe's Pizza, and we have our 24-hour Hawk camera in Manchester, sponsored by Joe's Pizza. Check those out on our website, our brand new website, the SteveBrownArtsCenter.org. We are also having the 14 Days of Valentine's with the artist John Decker on Facebook.
Okay.
And we are, by now, we would be in day 9. Day 9 is today.
Okay.
Day 9 is today. Don't forget, I need the audience to help meet 12 artists. Yesterday, I met 2 more. So
In one day?
In one day, one in down by Kowalski, between Kowalski and Independence, and the other one is over in Independence. So,
Okay. Do you think, like the last several years you've been doing this, you think you're getting well known in the art world when people that are artists, they know who you are and that you're someone that they can contact to?
I don't know about well known. I think because we've been open a while, people see it and they're more comfortable calling.
Yeah, okay.
At first, we were new.
Yeah.
And, new scares people a little bit.
Yeah.
Like Olivia and the Green Rose Cafe. Olivia and her partner, they've developed quick success in 2 months. New shouldn't scare.
Yeah.
Don't forget to remember, anxiety does not exist if you have gratitude. And I'm so lucky to be here with Blake and Dale every Wednesday night. It makes my Wednesdays better. And like Dale said earlier, it was wonderful to have Olivia on with us.
I always get a warm spot.
Yeah.
Say, hey, somebody is succeeding
Yes.
that I had a small part in. It's just great. So,
That's right. That's right. If you'd like to donate to the Steve Brown Arts Center or have an idea for the event, go to the SteveBrownArtsCenter.org website and follow the link. If you have news or would like to sponsor us, email us at jim@SteveBrownArtsCenter.org or call 319-290-0241 and leave a message. I'm Jim Gillespie with co-host Dale Rueber.
whoever he is.
Yeah, you're a guest every week, Dale, in my mind. And producer Blake Tempus. Thanks as always to Kelly C. Haas and Heartland Business and Event Center for hosting us and sponsoring us. Thanks to the audience for bringing these stray dogs into your life. We've done as much damage as we can do this week.
Yeah.
Remember, each day is about little victories.
Yes, it is.